Hey, this is Brent Jensen. You're listening to No Sleep Till Sudbury, the show where we talk about the music that makes your skin vibrate. The show is brought to you by Storyfora, the content agency providing promotional videos, podcast production, and all kinds of digital content that you can use to broadcast your brand to the world. Go to storyfora.com for details. That's P-H-O-R-A, storyfora.com. All right, longtime listeners of this show will know that I'm big on promoting special up-and-coming talent. And our guest today is certainly that. Becky Prokova is an emerging singer-songwriter out of BC who truly feels the music, making her a perfect No Sleep Till Sudbury guest. Not to mention that her songs are authentic and definitely next-level listening. She's here today to talk about her music, in particular her new single, Long Ride, as well as, of course, the songs that make her skin vibrate. Here she is, Becky Prokova. Becky, thank you so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate it. I'm glad to have you on the show.
I'm stoked to be here. And I'm scared.
There's no need to be scared. It's a funny story. We met at a party at Blair Packham's house a few weeks ago, and
Yes.
We had a really good chat about music. And I did something that I don't think I've ever done it, to be honest with you. I invited you to be a guest on the show before I actually heard your music. And yeah, so like, but you know what? Based on our conversation and kind of the vibe, I just felt like I knew that your song just had to be good for some reason. And I was right.
Wow.
I was right.
Big trust.
It was pretty big trust. But you get it. You're a perfect candidate for this show because you feel the music. You know?
I do.
Yeah. And you actually told me something at the party that sticks in my mind. You said that there are songs that you've written that you found so emotionally intense during the writing process that you actually had to put them aside.
Yeah, like they were too much to bear.
Wow.
Too difficult to continue down that path.
So Long Ride is not one of those, thankfully. You got that one out. The first time I listened to that song, I immediately heard Carole King.
Such a compliment. Oh my God.
No, it's true.
I absolutely love Carole King.
Oh, you do? Good.
I really, really like her.
Yeah, no, I heard that right away. But then, right around the 2.5 minute mark, I heard some really rich kind of contemporary elements. Your vocal line kind of goes up, and there's that too. So it was like, it's a fantastic song. I was so glad that
Listen,
we met. Yeah.
I don't know why I was able to finish that song. That was one of those weird, crazy moments that every songwriter dreams of having, where the song came together in 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
All of it. Like just the lyrics were pouring out of me, and I opened up my voice memo app on my phone and I don't know, miraculously captured it.
Wow.
And it wrote itself. It just poured out of me, and I was surprising myself even with it, because there's some parts of the song that has like an interesting melodic cadence.
Yeah.
Where like the chorus kind of transitions into the second verse, and you're not even really sure if you just heard the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
It's very conversational, and it's not a typical way that I songwrite.
Huh.
Yeah.
Serendipity.
I was just feeling so much that day, and yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I stuck with it, because I definitely, those other times where I've walked away from the idea because it just feels way too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I end up kicking myself. I'm like, I want to go back to that space, and there's a good song in there, but then I miss it.
Yeah. Are you ever able to do that with these songs that you put aside?
With great effort.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I've actually been successful with it yet. I do think if you put yourself in the right environment, whatever that is, it's different for every artist, right? But light some incense, light a candle, low lighting, maybe in the middle of the night when everybody else is sleeping, or maybe go to a cabin. Whatever it is that I would need to do to create that environment for myself, I do think I could try. I could certainly try.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have a ritual when it comes to writing songs? Do you go to a special place? Do you do it during a certain time of day?
It seems to be a night thing. And you know what? I don't know, Brent. I don't know. I can't figure myself out. My writing practice is a little bit unhinged. I need some more I don't know what I need. I keep thinking I need more discipline, but I do seem to be a night owl, and that's when I want to sit and feel and write.
Mm-hmm. Well, whatever you're doing, it's working.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Long Ride is the single. Is there going to be an accompanying record or another single? Where are you at right now?
Yeah, so I just released that single a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking forward to releasing another single at the end of the month,
Oh,
a
good.
song called Million Years.
Okay.
I would love to tell you that another record is on the way, but no,
No,
not anytime soon.
people don't bother putting out long play records. It's single, 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 maybe an EP.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I love a good record. It's definitely on my mind.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd buy it. I'll tell you that, Becky.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so you were kind enough to make me a private little Spotify playlist of my very own called The
Hmm.
Final Five. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Consisting of the songs that you wanted to bring in to talk about. So, are you ready to get into it?
I'm ready. I don't even remember the order of the songs. So this is going to kind of be a little bit of a surprise
Okay,
to me.
I've got them all right here.
Okay.
So the first one, and it's kind of funny because the order on this playlist was kind of, we talked about the emotionality of songs, and sometimes, like they can make you very sad, obviously, but it's almost like it kind of, the last one that you have here, and I'm not going to spoil it, but
Mm.
is really like go get the Kleenex kind of thing.
Mm.
So it almost goes from like kind of moderately emotional to like, oh God. Yeah.
Bring you to your knees.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you did that on purpose, but that's kind of what I got.
Yes.
So the first one is a song by Switchfoot, and the song's called "Dare You to Move."
Yes.
Tell me about
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Oh, this song has such a special place in my heart. It's like if I had to pick one song that was like my national anthem,
Oh.
it's like if I had a theme song for my life, I feel like this is the song.
Oh wow. I like that.
And it really resonated with me in high school. I was in grade 8, I think, when I first heard it.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been 2003.
Okay.
And I just loved it. And it felt very empowering.
Mm-hmm.
Dare You to Move, like today never happened. Like just everything about it, the melody line, the way that it builds, the second verse, the drums come in. It's just everything about it fires me up. But I used to be a competitive swimmer growing up.
Oh.
And I was in grade 9 and I was extremely nervous at swim meets, extremely nervous to the point where I was like, I don't even know how I got through this sport because I was just sick in the bathroom all the way up until the moment that I had to get up on the podium thing and dive into the water.
Hmm.
So the thing that kept me grounded and stable and confident, steady was Dare You to Move by Switchfoot.
No way. This song. Wow.
In my headphones up until the very last second when they blew the whistle and it was time for me to get up and get in the water. And I ended up setting a record and being like setting a record for the 50-meter breaststroke in Ontario that lasted 15 years.
No way.
Like I swam so fast.
Oh wow.
It was the most beautiful swim of my life. And when I hit the wall and I looked up and I saw my, being first, and I looked over and I saw my coach, who she was my coach and she taught me how to swim. So I just known her my whole life. It was just such a proud moment. And it's just that song is stamped in my heart forever.
I'm writing a letter to the band, and I'm going to tell them that story.
I know. You should.
Well, they should know. Seriously, I think that's really cool.
I know. I would love to open for them or something. I should reach out.
Reach out. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
They actually, I don't know if you know the story behind the song. It used to be called "I Dare You to Move," and it was originally on. I like Switchfoot. They had a record. I think it was maybe 2000. It was called "Learning to Breathe," and it was on there. But
Oh.
it wasn't nearly as kind of dynamic. And they believed in the song. They rewrote it and re-recorded it on, what was that beautiful letdown, I think was the record in 2003. But
Mm.
And they changed it to Dare You to Move. So it's reworked, but it's so much better.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should hear it.
So see, like that's part of the story. So that little
That's cool.
rejuvenation won you, a swimming record.
Totally.
Like you won it for
Yeah.
yourself, but still.
The power of music, man.
Oh, totally. See,
It's crazy.
that's what this show is all about, Beck.
I love this show.
Yeah.
You got a good thing going
Well,
here.
the show loves people like you. It's a great story. Seriously. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Next,
Yeah.
you've got a Coldplay song on here called Sparks from Parachutes.
Yes.
I love this song. This is kind of like, for me, like an old, you ever hear Stardust by Willie Nelson? It kind of reminds me of that.
Yes.
Just like that old school kind of vibe, those first couple. Oh man, I love it. It's a great pick.
Oh my God, you mentioned that song now by Willie Nelson, and I'm trying to remember how it goes, and I can't.
It's
But
beautiful. You would love it. Well, you probably have heard it already.
I'm sure I have.
Yeah, check it out after the show and let me know what you think.
I will.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a viral video going around right now of I can't pull it up obviously, but he's singing Sparks,
Mm-hmm.
and there's this sad moment in the end where he's like, yes, I will. He's like, I won't let you down. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And it's such an incredible live performance. And it just, yeah, Chris Martin is insane. I love him.
Yeah.
And this song, I was really young when I was listening to it. It's such an introspective song. The chord progression is so simple.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's one of those songs where he's summarizing so much of the complexity of the human experience with that one line. I love a good chorus that's just, it's not a bunch of lyrics, it's just one line, I saw sparks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the way that he's singing it. It's like, there's so much conviction there and devastation and heartache. It sums it up so perfectly just in how he's singing it.
Yeah, he is a special performer for sure. Trouble from this record. I don't know if you know that song. Just,
Yes.
Again, same thing. Simple, just a very simple piano line, 5 notes, I think, but like just turns you inside out.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. And it's such a reminder to songwriters that we don't need to overcomplicate the songwriting process. The chord progression doesn't need to be so many parts.
Right.
I get in my head about that all the time, like feeling like, well, there's no way I can just keep these 4 chords the same all the way through. Some of the best songs in the world are exactly that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Why do I interrupt the songwriting process because I'm getting all hung up on the musical element of it? But you know what? I actually got in my first car accident while listening to this song.
Wait, hang on. Your first car accident.
Sorry, my first and only.
Okay. Jeez. That's better.
And it wasn't really a car accident. It was a fender bender, but I was in such a trance dating this terrible dude. I was 19 years old and I was dating this loser with anger issues, and I lost myself in my own world. I put Sparks on because it just makes me feel like it reminds me of me and who I am, because it's such a special song to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like tuning him out and forgetting his presence in the car, and I put on this song and I was just so calm. And the next thing you know, I forgot to stop at the red light. And I drove into a rental car in front of me.
Oh no.
Yeah. The poor guy beside me, he was like, stop.
Oh jeez.
It wasn't a big deal, but I totally crumpled my mom's Volkswagen Jetta. Yeah. Still a great song. Still love it.
You can't hold that against Chris Martin.
No.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Wow, a lot of good stories behind these songs, Beck.
Thank you.
Yeah. So next, In Your Atmosphere, and I think this is only a live version. I don't know if there's a studio version. This is John Mayer, In Your Atmosphere. This is such a great sounding recording.
God, I know. This is the only recording that matters to me. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
That that riff, that guitar riff, where he's using those harmonics and how he's able to continue that while he sings. He's crazy. Such an exceptional songwriter.
Yeah, definitely.
John Mayer is my favorite songwriter of all time.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe he's not underrated, but at one point I think he was underrated.
Yeah, I would say that. He's got a very special, unique way about him.
He just writes catchy tunes and his
Mm-hmm.
guitar playing is exceptional.
Definitely.
But when I was 19, I moved to Los Angeles to pursue the big dream.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I really felt like somebody was gonna find me on the airplane.
On the airplane. Wow.
And say like, or like the moment that I got off at LAX, I really thought someone was gonna be like, "Are you Becky Prokova? Were you just singing while you were waiting for your bags?" Like, just such a romanticized idea that somebody was just gonna scoop me up and put me in the spotlight where I belong. I just had such big hopes and dreams when I was a teenager, and I don't know, it was so naive. I had no plan. I just went to Los Angeles with this guy I met who was an actor. And so
Mm-hmm.
he was going to pursue acting, and I was going to pursue songwriting.
I love that. I think that Guns N' Roses, Axl Rose did that. The guys from so many bands and women from Pennsylvania did that. Like I know that the ratio is kind of unfortunate in terms of success and failure, but still, like there's nothing. I'm glad that you did that, and I hope that you are too.
Well, I mean, it sounds cool to say that I did it, but I mean, in reality, I didn't do much with that time there. Um, I didn't have much of a story to tell when I was
Mm,
19. I didn't I needed to go through everything that I've been through in my life. A big part of it is, a series of abusive relationships and then a really long, difficult marriage and then a divorce. And then I finally stepped into my power, my expression, myself.
mm-hmm.
And that's when I was started to share my art. That's when I had something to say. But when I was a teenager, I didn't actually have anything to say. I just had a big ego. I didn't feel like I had, I didn't feel that, I don't know, just looking back now, my motive behind it was so surface level
Mm-hmm.
compared to my why today, and it ended up being a really challenging year. It was a terrible relationship that was extremely toxic, and I did some songwriting for this producer and got paid some money to do it too, so that was cool. But for the most part, my 1 year in Los Angeles was just an extremely abusive relationship with an American dude.
Oh.
A couple years later, I finally, I was healing and I was moving on. I met my husband at the time, and he introduced me to the Continuum album, which In Your Atmosphere is not on the Continuum album, but this was my like introduction to John Mayer, was that album.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went down this John Mayer rabbit hole and I found this song, In Your Atmosphere. And the lyrics are so simple. I don't think I'm going to go to LA anymore.
Yeah.
And then he says, I'm not sure that I really ever could, because I would die if I saw you, and I'd die if I didn't see you there. And those lyrics summarized everything that I felt about my time in Los Angeles.
Wow.
I'd be looking for him everywhere. And, I would die if I saw him. And then I would die if I didn't see him. And I was just like, that is just so poetic. That's just so relatable.
Yeah, it's truly a magic aspect of music, and I've done that in my life so many times when you listen to a lyric and you go, oh my god, I used to joke about that. That song is actually about me. How can he know what I'm doing? And but yeah, I love that. I love that about music.
Like there's John Mayer. He's got the same feelings that I have,
Mm-hmm.
but the same place.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Connectivity.
Yeah, that's that's my connection to that song.
I like it. Next, go get the Kleenex box because it's Bruce Springsteen with Streets of Philadelphia. This song always has just completely like torn me up. And you know, the funny thing about it for me is that if you listen to the instrumentation, it's neither a familiar Bruce Springsteen song nor a song that you think is going to be sad, because it's got that weird kind of electric sounding drum and then the keyboards come in, you know?
I know.
But it's like, and then it's by the end of the song, you're like, oh my God.
I know. I know. The drums.
Yeah.
It's so good. You know what? I was talking to my sister before this call with you because I'm like, man, I gotta pick 5 songs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to pick. I was torn between, it's like when you go on a date with someone and you want to impress them with like niche music.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what this is.
No.
And I'm like, so I don't want to pick anything that music is so personal and people have so many judgments one way or another. You're never going to make everyone happy. So I called my sister and I'm like, I'm thinking about Streets. She's like, what songs are you going to pick? I'm like, Streets of Philadelphia for sure.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, really? She's like, man, do you remember Mom would just listen to that on repeat all the time, just so depressed. And I was like, well, yeah, that's why it feels so. The reason why I picked this song is because I was like 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I didn't even make this connection until just before this call. This is an incredible concept, Brent, because it really forces you to kind of ask yourself, why this song?
Yes, exactly.
And I was sitting there thinking about Streets of Philadelphia. I know that my mom used to play it a lot when we were driving around. She would just play this song. And I was a musical kid and I was a really like deep thinker, introspective kid. And so I'm listening to these lyrics and I'm feeling into this music in silence with my mom in the car. I guess my sister was in the back. I don't remember her being there. But this is when I started to understand like people are out there dying from cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so heartbreaking. And I just clued in like 45 minutes ago. That year that my mom was listening to the song all the time was when my grandma died at 62 years of age from cancer.
Oh.
It was pretty sudden. I don't even know if this is like, I don't even know if Bruce is talking about somebody with cancer.
No, this is from a movie called Philadelphia, and it's about the AIDS epidemic. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's about people dying from AIDS.
I think I knew that actually.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, still, I mean, it's just the pain of knowing that you're with somebody that you're going to lose. And it's tremendously heavy and sad.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. And it's the description of not being able to recognize your own face. And I mean, yeah, so that's always been my connection to it. Like, this reminds me of, somebody that must be dying from cancer or just somebody who's dying from something, from some sickness.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just brutal. Gets me every time.
No, it does, because Springsteen is masterful at, he's a storyteller, but I mean, just in this capacity, his delivery and the lyrics are so crushing. It's so sad. And so I've always known this about him and Tom Petty, come to think of it. They write these perfect bridges for songs. I don't know how they do it, but the bridge always is just like perfect.
It's hard to write a good bridge.
Right.
Yeah. I find that they're always so predictable.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And yeah, the bridge in this song is the best part.
Yeah, it tweaks you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Super personal, super authentic.
Yes. Thank you, Mom, for introducing me to extremely sad music at such a young age. Yeah. Now I write extremely sad
That's right.
music. Oh, yeah.
So now the place where lost things go is your last song on this list. And
Have you heard this song?
I heard I heard the Mary Poppins version. But
Oh,
sorry, who's the guy who does this? What's his name? Is it
Jamie Cullum.
That's it, Jimmy Cullum.
Jamie.
Or Jamie.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard this version before. And you know, the thing is, like, when you hear these songs, they kind of have the show tunesy kind of, you know, aspect, and it's like, yeah, it's not really as cutting or powerful.
Mm-hmm.
But his version is like, wow, it really just kind of sucks the air out of you.
Oh, I made the mistake of listening to this song on the plane ride over here from Toronto
Mm.
because I was thinking about this list, the final five.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those songs that I don't listen to because it's just too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to listen to this on a casual basis. It's a very special song that demands your attention,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't help but feel. You can't help but feel it, you know?
Absolutely. This is one of those songs that, and thank you for introducing this to me because it'll stay with me. But I have a short list of songs like that I have to be alone when I listen to them. And it's almost like this kind of, it's like an event, you know? I wouldn't listen to it casually, especially with other people around, but you really connect with it and it does something to you.
Yeah, it feels like, remember Mr. Rogers
Mm-hmm.
and his beautiful TV show
Yeah.
for children? He was so good at holding the space for sadness
Mm-hmm.
and like communicating. The human experience we're meant to hold grief. Grief is part of the human experience, just like joy is, anger, sadness, all the emotions. There was something about, you know, his way of being that was just so compelling to not just the kids, but all the adults as well.
Yeah.
I feel like this version of this song by Jamie Cullum, it's like a lullaby for adults.
That's exactly what I thought when I heard it. It's a lullaby for adults. That is crazy that you said that. I'm not kidding. I listened to it this morning and I said, this is because I heard the Mary Poppins version. And I said,
Yeah.
this is the adult version of that lullaby.
And when do adults ever get to experience a lullaby? You know, like,
Right.
I feel like that's just something we only offer to children. And then as we grow older, it's like that space isn't really offered to us
Mm-hmm.
as often. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, because it's whimsical and it's really sweet and it's playful. And then the last verse is just real.
That's the thing is they talk about the spoon and the dish hiding behind the moon and the things that you've lost and all that stuff. And it's like kind of, but then the last verse is about clearly someone that has been lost. And it's sad that, you know, you imagine them as a star and the star is bright because they're trying to communicate with you. And it's like, anytime you think about somebody that you've lost in your life, that's directly kind of translatable, you know? And again, that connectivity, you kind of imprint yourself upon that. And it's like, that's for me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's brilliant songwriting because you're prepping the listener for something that's not too heavy. You know, while you're listening to these lyrics about like you said, the spoon and you know, when you're dreaming and you're reminiscing and it's, you know, the verses are kind of talking about random things.
Yeah. It's like a
But
nursery rhyme almost.
totally. All the while, you're not thinking about those random things. It's already starting to tap into that place in you where you're grieving something much larger than that. But it's like, I feel like it's priming the listener to feel safe enough to eventually hold the space for the, you know, for the final verse that's like, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I never really looked at it that way, but I think you're right.
It could be a little bit too intense if you come right at it, right
True.
off the top.
Well, it makes for a hell of a crescendo, really, doesn't it? I mean,
Yes.
yeah, it's so, oh my God. Yeah. See what I
Yeah.
mean with this order? Like that's easily the saddest song of the five that you've provided
No, I
here.
think I did put a little bit of thought into let's go, yeah, top to bottom.
That was the headliner in your song festival here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand, young lady, that you have
Mm,
brought in a sixth song, breaking the rules,
I know.
but that's okay.
It was really hard to pick five.
So we,
I mean,
it's just, it's impossible. Like everybody who comes on the show is like, come on, man, five?
I know.
You
I
can't do
just,
five.
we got to do an honorable mention to
We will.
Sarah McLachlan's Angel,
Yeah, I like it.
right? Like that song, I was a really nervous singer growing up,
Okay.
really scared, really like terrible stage fright.
Mm-hmm.
My mom had me in singing lessons, and I hated the recital at the end of the year because I didn't want people to see me. It was just awful. I was so nervous. And I had a big family. I have a big family.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was always asking me to sing at family functions, still do. And my grandpa, who's now gone,
Mm-hmm.
would ask me to sing for him all the time. As a kid, I was so annoyed. Like, oh, no, I don't want to. But you know what? One day, it was just the two of us downstairs at my parents' house, and he had lost both of his legs he had diabetes, and it was a really hard road for a while there for him. And he had lost both of his legs, and he sat there in his wheelchair, and he said, "Becky, will you please sing me a song, love?" And I was like, "Okay, but I'm not going to look at you while I do it." And I turned around and I faced the window and I looked in the backyard and I sang Angel by Sarah McLachlan.
Wow.
And it was just, when I was done singing, he was over there just crying.
Oh my God. How did you leave that off this list, Becky?
I know.
Good God.
I know. It was just such a beautiful moment. And
Aren't you glad that you finally gave in and actually did it?
I'm so glad I sang that for him.
Yeah.
It was, the least I could do. He was a great grandpa to me.
Wow.
I mean, I just was, it was just the two of us too. So it was a lot easier to digest the idea.
Mm-hmm. I told you when we were talking about this at the party that the conversation is typically rich, when you talk about the songs and the stories behind the songs and the stories that you have told me tonight. Oh my God. Like geez, you way overshot my expectation.
Really?
Oh God.
I,
Yeah.
I hope I didn't like overshare.
There's no such thing as oversharing, in my opinion, when you're talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, it's personal, and it's
Yeah.
not something that you just kind of throw out at a party in front of
Yeah.
everybody, then people, particularly people you don't know. But I've always found that with music, you get to cut through all the circular chat. It's like, where are you from? Do you know John? It's like you get to cut through all that stuff when you know music, and you're like, okay, we're in the same tribe. Like we get each other. And it
Totally.
accelerates the relationship that you have. And so you can't really overshare by that rationale.
Yeah, you're right. It's just vulnerability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's all it is. And I'm so grateful that you create this space and you set us up for that. I mean, in 30 minutes now, you've just asked me about these five songs, and I feel like you know me so much better than probably like a few of my friends.
Wow. Well, thank you. I'm grateful for that. But isn't it nice to be able to do that?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's when we talk about our favorite music, we're really talking about ourselves. And it's just a great opportunity to do that.
absolutely.
So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. You can come back anytime.
Can I? Okay.
You probably have more songs, I would imagine.
I have so many songs.
Probably one or two more. One song that I would like to talk about before we go is Long Ride. I love that song. Listeners, please go on Apple Music, go on Spotify, wherever you get your music from, listen to Long Ride. It's a fantastic song, and there's some other great music too, so please check out Becky. She is fantastic.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. I agree. Go listen to that song. You're going to love it.
Thank you so much, Becky. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Brent.
You're welcome. I'll shoot you a text after we're done here, and yeah, we'll stay in touch for sure.
Sounds great.
All right.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. This has been No Sleep Till Sudbury with Brent Jensen and my very special guest is Becky Prokova. Till next time, folks, take good care.
Brent Jensen is the best-selling author of No Sleep Till Sudbury, Leftover People, and All My Favorite People Are Broken. All titles available in stores and on Amazon worldwide.